Good morning. There's a certain rhythm to things, isn't there? Summer, autumn, winter, spring. In sport, every few years the England cricket team comes out here and we're told they're the best ever and they'll win the Ashes. Then they lose the first couple of tests and go home with their tail between their legs until next time. In politics, every few years we have the controversy about ministerial guidelines and expenditure. That's been happening over the last couple of weeks. Annika Wells started it, but now we're learning about politicians from other parties as well, as I said there would be, who have actually claimed a lot more than her. And they do it all with a straight face and they protect each other and say it's all within the guidelines when they know full well that they set the guidelines and many of them are just outrageous and they take unfair advantage of them. But then the argument morphs into how much politicians are paid and whether they need these very extravagant and generous guidelines on top of that. So it's worth remembering that the average backbencher gets around $250,000 a year, at a time when the average Australian is making about $100,000 a year. A cabinet minister makes around $450,000 a year. None of them are doing it tough. They're all millionaires. Many of them are multi-millionaires. Besides which, the money shouldn't be the major imperative or priority if you're getting into politics, should it? Equally true is that all of us know when we go for a job where we're going to need to live to do that job and how much we're going to get paid to do that job. You'll hear politicians say, oh, we're away from our families for a long time. We need to live in Canberra. Well, there's a surprise. I mean, they fight really, they fight hard to get into politics. They fight hard trying to get to Canberra. Then they get to Canberra, away from their families, to do the politics they fought hard to get into, and then say, oh, well, we're away from our families a lot and we have to live in Canberra. Well, Canberra's a very nice place. I lived there for 2 years. The other arguments you hear all the time, and we'll hear it again, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, which I've always thought did a serious disservice to monkeys. Have you watched Question Time lately? So how much are politicians worth? You know, you don't want to underpay them, but I don't think they should be receiving wages obscenely more than the people they represent. Again, that just serves to widen that chasm between the leaders and the led. And in a democracy, that's not a healthy thing. Jeffrey Archer, who was once the chair of the Conservative Party in the UK, wrote a very good book. I think it might have been his first bestseller. It was called Not a Penny More, Not a Penny Less. So what I think our politicians should get is a fair wage, something that's commensurate with their talents. Some are very talented, some not so much. Some do an excellent job, some not so much. But not a wage that is obscenely more than those people they represent. So it should be commensurate with fairness and equity. Not a penny more, not a penny less. Have a great day.